it's Kasia and happy Monday. I'm back with another video. So this week we're going to be talking about my skinny BBL. If you go back maybe like three videos, I did my initial video on getting my skinny BBL. That was about a year ago that I did the video. I had my surgery June of last year, so I think I was like 3 months post-op when I did that last video. So I'm just going to be giving y'all a 1 year update on everything, and yeah. So first and foremost, I know people are gonna ask, my doctor was Dr. Toll at Mia Aesthetics in Las Vegas. Okay, y'all, so I decided to go to Mia Aesthetics here because it was just easier for me to go in Las Vegas since I live here instead of me traveling to Miami. I didn't want to have to do all that. Plus, don't sleep on going locally to get your surgery done. A lot of people will tell you to go to Miami or go to Columbia. Don't sleep on your local surgeons. Just do your research. My surgery was $5,500, but I paid $5,000 because I got $500 off for paying cash. It was a $500 deposit that I paid in like February of last year, and then I didn't have to pay for the rest of my surgery until the day before my surgery at my pre-op appointment. So yeah, that was doctor and price, because I know that's something that people are gonna ask, so we got that out the way. Let me just give y'all the very first update. If y'all haven't been watching my most recent videos, I just want to let y'all know I am 9 months pregnant. So yeah. So actually, after I posted that video last year in September, I ended up finding out I was pregnant a month later. And then I ended up miscarrying in November. So I ended up obviously pregnant 3 months after my surgery, and then I miscarried, and then I ended up pregnant again. So I found out in January, and now it's 9 months later, September, and I'm 9 months pregnant. So I've been pregnant twice since my surgery. And yeah, I don't want to say that the surgery had anything to do with me getting pregnant, but I will say that I've heard a lot of people say that they feel like they're way more fertile after they had surgery. So if you do have the surgery, or if you've had the surgery and you don't want to be pregnant, be careful. It wasn't an issue for me to be pregnant, so like it wasn't anything that I was preventing, obviously. So the second thing I'm going to talk about is, do I regret it? No, I do not regret having my surgery. I think that it helps my confidence out a lot at the time. I just was unhappy, you know, with the way that my body looked when I looked in the mirror, and it was my own insecurities and my body image that I just was not happy with. Which doesn't mean you don't love yourself or anything like that, because obviously I love myself. Of course I love myself. But I just wasn't happy with how my body looked in certain clothes and stuff like that. So after I had the surgery, I had a huge surge of just confidence, and I just felt so much more comfortable in my clothes and stuff like that. I wanted to be more proportioned. So I have big boobs and I had a small frame, but I didn't have any butt, but I had thighs, and it was just kind of weird. So I'm like, I wanted to be more proportioned, and after I got pregnant, my butt grew like, oh my God, because after I had surgery, my skinny BBL, my butt looked super, super natural. It was not a big butt. It just looked natural. It went with my body. My lipo looked really good. Gave me, you know, a little hourglass frame. I just had a cute little shape. And then once I got pregnant, I gained quite a bit of weight. I was probably like 130. I'm almost 170 now. So I've gained almost 40 pounds. About 35, I'll say for sure. I know that I've gained about 35 pounds. Obviously a lot of it is in my belly, but a lot of it is in my thighs and my butt. So that's something to look out for, whether you're pregnant or not. Just weight gain in general after having surgery can definitely alter your results. So if I recommend having surgery at the weight that you want to be and maintaining your weight, because if you lose weight, it might not look, your results of your surgery might not look how you want it to look. And then if you gain weight, it may also, especially if you were already heavier, if you gain weight, you could gain it back in some of those spots, or you could just end up just not having the results that you really wanted. Personally, I wanted to be slim, thick with your cute ass. But I ended up thick, real thick with your cute ass. Which wasn't what I was going for, but I'm not unhappy about it. I'm personally not worried about the weight gain, but I did want to let y'all know that if you do gain weight after you have your surgery, that it definitely can alter your results. So just be careful with that. Another thing that I wanted to talk about and touch on was my fibrosis. I did have fibrosis after my surgery. I was set to do a couple more massages, but because I got pregnant the first time, I wasn't able to get them. And then when I miscarried, that just wasn't something that was on my mind. Like, I was just thinking like, oh, I'm gonna get to it. Like, I'll get to it whenever or whatever. But then I ended up pregnant again, so I never got to it. So with me being pregnant, my stomach growing, I can still feel a couple of spots of the fibrosis. Although it did go away for the most part, there are a couple of spots on my stomach that I can tell because it's like hard. Feel the texture underneath my skin of the scar tissue. So that is one thing I definitely would say. If you plan to have surgery before you have kids, make sure that you allow your body to finish healing before you get pregnant. That's one thing that I do kind of wish that I did, that I allow my body to heal a little bit more before pregnancy. I mean, it is what it is. I'm still going to get more massages and stuff after, you know, postpartum and stuff like that. But not, to be honest, it's not number one on my list, and it's not super noticeable either. But for people that are thinking about having a surgery, first know that fibrosis is a possibility. It's something that can happen. You can try your very best to prevent it, but it just happens to some people. Number two, let your body heal completely. Wear your faja. Obviously, I couldn't wear my faja for 6 months because within 6 months I had been pregnant twice, so I couldn't wear my faja. I had to stop wearing it after 3 months. Those are things that you're supposed to be doing to help your body to heal to the optimal level that I personally did not do. So let my story be a caution to you all to take good care of your bodies after you have these surgeries. But anyway, it's 1 year later and I'm still happy with my decision to get the surgery. I still feel the same way I felt before as far as recommending it to people. I'm not pro-surgery, but I'm not against surgery either. It's whatever you decide. If you decide that you want to have surgery, then that's perfectly fine. But if you decide surgery not for you, that's perfectly fine as well. What I did was for me, and I would never tell nobody, oh, you should have surgery. Oh, yeah, girl, go for it. Oh, this is your sign to do it. No, 9 times out of 10, if you're here, you're probably already interested in it, and you may have already got your mind. You probably already have your mind made up on whether you want it or not. I'm not here to sway you either way, and I would never try to. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The only thing that I can say as far as my BBL 1 year later is that the surgery definitely does last. It definitely does work. My butt fluffed up a lot, especially with me gaining weight. My butt is definitely still there. My shape is still there. If I turn around, you can't tell that I'm pregnant from the back. I still have my shape and my butt or whatever. I just got a big old belly in the front. That's pretty much it. I hope y'all enjoyed this video and little talk. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.